eyes.
Holy crap! Welcome back, Wednesday. I'm still watching.
Alright, this is a declaration of war. I instinctively tried to use my powers to hunt down the bastard responsible, but they just vanished into thin air without any warning. Pitch black tears of blood started gushing from my eyes, streaming down my face, and I had no idea what the hell was happening. I took this severed hand of mine into the forest to get some peace and quiet, only to run straight into a murder scene cordoned off by the police. Yesterday, some unlucky guy was pecked to death by a flock of crows right here. When his body was found, his eyes had been pecked completely clean. I noticed someone in the crowd acting suspiciously and immediately chased after him, tackling him cleanly to the ground. It turned out to be my classmate's dad, Gar. The old man was a former cop and had been investigating a mysterious force with the deceased, which is likely what got him killed. The next day, a morbid painting was delivered to me. In it, a crow with a strange look in its eyes stood on a tombstone. What made me even more furious was that my research manuscript, which I had spent 2 years working on, was gone. All that was left was a note. If you want your manuscript, look for it in the bonfire pyre. There was no way I was going to stand by and watch 2 years of my hard work burn to ashes. I snuck into the party alone, frantically digging through the massive pile of wood.
Wednesday! You gotta get out of here! They're gonna light this thing any second!
You can't start a fire without a spark!
Although I managed to get my manuscript back, this feeling of being constantly played for a fool was making me see red. I went straight to Gar's house, but he was already long dead, and the most horrifying part was his gouged out eye sockets. I leaned down to examine him, and several crows suddenly burst out of his open mouth, shattering the glass as they flew away, but a one-eyed crow stayed behind, staring intently at me. I reached out to touch his cold body, trying to use my psychic abilities again, but they were still completely useless. Just then, the piercing sound of sirens grew closer. A group of armed police burst through the door, immediately naming me their prime suspect and hauling me to the station.